the sweet, sexy vibes of jazz. We got a super special stream today. Some relaxing music and some nice erotica. I don't know if you've ever seen erotica before. Neither have I. So get to experience it together. Oh yeah. This is our 69th stream. So I thought I'd make it a bit special and spicy. Who have we got out there? We got Retro. Let's get a shout out for Retro. Oh yeah. Phasmophobia. Erotica. I can't tell if the music's too loud. But, oh, I was gonna get all dressed up today and like wear like a suit and tie and shit. I was like, okay. So, this is what you get. We're gonna drink from our sensual, sexy mug. Yeah. Ooh, the sweet vibe. Disgusting. Yummy. So how is everybody? Whoa. That is wrong. There's not 0 people here. Oops. Wait. Wrong thing again. Oh. Alright. So, today we are playing a dating simulator. But it's a slasher dating simulator. Going to be quite interesting. We go. I just look up the view count. It should be on 3. Oh, well. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's not working. The view counter is broken. All right, so I would like to thank everybody for coming on down for the super SHEXY special. I'm feeling a bit lovely, a bit yummy, a bit awesome. We got all the love hearts. Oh yeah. Relaxing. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. All right. Well, since it's very sensual. Can you hear me? Oh yeah. I'm gonna try and voice everything going on in this game. And I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get that music down just a little lower. We'll turn up the game music. Oh yeah. Sexy. All right, let's go over to the game. Oh. I was hoping there'd be more people here so we could have a little vote of who we're going to do the dating simulator with. But I'm always keen to have a few sensual drinkies. And see what you guys want to do. We need a little brightness. No. Let's turn it down. Let's get nice and sexy. Because we like to keep it sexy right here. Listen to that. Need a bass. Need a slap of the bass. So, what's been going on, my pretties? Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Hey, you're in. Super love. I'd give you a shout out, but you don't stream. Alright, look at the little stabby. Stab him in the nose. Alright, anyway, let's get on. I feel boring. So let's start. +18 only. Includes not safe for work scenes, cannibalism, death, themes around mental illness, mild flashing lights, gore, alcohol, and drug abuse. Derealization. Viewer discretion is advised. Alright, that's why we're on a 18+ stream. So, all the slashes are female, so let's go. Oh, look at their necklace. Little sexy little jewel there. Ooh. Alright, so we're a chick. We're gonna be chick, babe. Chick. Let's continue. Because the serial killers are guys. I'm gonna chick it. Where should we go first? Oh, we got Leatherface. We got Michael Myers. Oh, no, they're coming soon. Oh, we've only got Jason. Oh, this is smaller than I. That's right, Jason's good. Hey, Jason. Let's try and do this. The afternoon sun was high. Despite the canopy of green overhead, it still beat down on me with a familiar summer heat. It would be enjoyable, were I not dragging every bit of luggage to my name by hand on an ill-kept dirt road. Admittedly, it was still gorgeous out, and I felt reassured as I reminded myself what lay at the end of this godforsaken trail. I had landed a position as a counselor in training at Camp Crystal Lake, doing most of the dirty work, cleaning up after kids, washing dishes, etc. It'll be fun, I tell myself. It was a chance to get out, to see some nature. I'd spoken briefly with one of the owners of the camp. When I called about the position, an older woman who said she owned the place and ran it with her son. I wondered how much of the land they'd actually owned. Seeing how expansive it was now, that it was in dead center of it all, I found it hard to believe they could afford the upkeep of such a large piece of land. On summer camp profits alone, especially one this far down the dirt road. Wait, where is the road? Shit, where am I? Well, this is a little too much nature. Before I realized it, I'd made a couple of wrong steps off the beaten path, straight into unfamiliar territory. A thicket so vast I could barely see the light of day. I tried to turn around and retrace my steps back to the path, but it's as if they had vanished, blending in with the rest of the unnavigable forest. I'm pretty sure I still remember the direction supposed to be headed, so I start walking again, now trudging through thick Kudzu? What the fuck is kudzu? With my heavy bags as tow. The more I walked the woods, it seemed to get deeper and deeper. It was almost eerie how quiet it was out here. Being immersed in nature is one thing, but it felt like I was the only thing. Living, breathing, thing for miles. Turn that music up a bit. After a few minutes of treading alone, my ears caught a sound, a thumping noise, somewhat off in the distance. It was almost rhythmic, like chopping. I picked up the pace, high-stepping it towards the direction I thought I heard the sound coming from. I followed the sounds as it get louder and louder. And just in the distance, I could make out a figure. I could just barely see past the trees, but it was distinctly a person. I maneuvered past some downed logs, the tree stumps, and tried to get close enough to see them. And for them to see me, they seemed to have their back turned. Hello? The man perked up, turning to face me. I stood like a deer in headlights, taken aback by his appearance. He was massive, a lumbering form draped in heavy clothing that felt unnatural for his kind of height. He donned an unsettling, tattered mask on his face and stared unnervingly through me with unseeing eyes. He turned his body completely to look at me, looming over me like a shadow. That was when I saw it, the axe in his hand. There was a beat of silence. Then he moved towards me. In a panic, I dropped my bags and made a break for it. I ran blind deeper into the woods, putting as much distance between myself and this thing as possibly could. But as I began to feel safe, a thick root jouting out of the ground caught my foot, tripping over like and launched me into the dirt. The wind was completely knocked out of me, and I heaved as I attempted to sit up quicker. My body would allow. Before I could pick myself back up, there he was, somehow right behind me, looming over me like a bear. His chest rises and falls with slow, deep breaths as he stares silently at me. My body feels like ice. I'm not even breathing anymore. The air is caught in my throat. I'm surely going to die. The figure lurched forward, and I distinctly brought my hands up to shield myself from what is to come. But nothing came. Anxiously, I opened my eyes to find the man is now crouched down, offering me a hand. Oh, the music's around. Offering me a hand, he isn't chopping me up with an axe or stringing me up by my neck. He's just trying to help me. I take his hand cautiously, and before I can protest, he places another strong hand around my arm to support me as I stand. I love it. He must have seen how badly I ate it and assumed my leg might not feel great after such a wipeout. Brushes off my shoulders too, dusting off the dirt that coated my arm. Nothing felt broken, but I was definitely bruised from the fall. He brings his hands to his chest, beginning to sign. So Jason does sign language. That's cute. I like it. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You dropped your bags. Jason's gonna have a nice voice like this, nice and deep. See now that he has my backpack slung over his shoulder and my suitcase sitting at his feet. He had time to follow me and grab my heavy-ass bags? Jesus. What's Hooked on You? I've never heard of Hooked on You. This is called slasher dating simulator. Are you looking for the campgrounds? He's Jason's signing, so I realized he was talking to me in ASL, so I began to sign back to him. Oh, really? I definitely I have to check that out. I've never seen it. What's it called? Hooked on You. That's funny because yeah, you hook people up. Sorry, I'll grab my pen. Hooked on You. Have you played it? Hooked on You? So I began to sign back at him. Yes, actually. Do you know where they are? He nodded, picking up my suitcase and motioning for me to follow him. Silence flowed between the man, and as if I found myself staring back at his back. His strides were long and well experienced with the terrain, while I still felt myself catching even ground. I never even knew it existed, so I thought this would be funny for my, because this is my 69th stream, so I was like, Huntress is thick, sexy in a swimsuit. Oh, nice. How you doing, lady of the no? Swimsuit. Yeah, I knew what you mean. I hurry my pace to match his, the quiet of the forest creeping back up my spine as my bruising begins to ache dully. So, I pause, hoping to break the awkward feeling building within my chest. Do people often get lost? Or am I a special case? I'm good. I'm on alert in case this gets like super erotic, or I don't want to get in trouble by Twitch. So I gotta be quick on my toes. I'm drinking my fake beers through my. The man's head tilted in my direction, his eyes catching mine through the hallowed holes of his old worn hockey mask as he shook his head no. When he caught sight of my offered hand, willing to take back in my bags. It happened. Luckily, you ran into me. Not so luckily. I also ran into the ground. I smile, ignoring the discomfort of my embarrassment as I push the conversation forward. Could be easy to lose yourself out here. Intentionally, I mean. A low chuckle of response sounds from my woodsy savior. Woodsy savior. Oh man, I love this so much. And I can't help but to brighten as I smile tugs against my cheeks. It's a sound I just couldn't help but beam at. Sorry again for scaring you. Don't worry about it. It really isn't your fault. I mean, he is a giant, masked, axe-wielding man alone in the middle of the woods. He's not exactly the most approachable figure. It was mostly the axe that you were doing out here anyway. Chopping wood for our campers to carve later. Or making fire as well. Well, that makes sense. See a man out in the woods with an axe, think firewood, not maniac. After a few minutes of correcting my poor navigation, we finally made it into the campgrounds. It's a bit surreal how different it is from the woods. The campgrounds so full of life, playing, kids playing and running around. Kids, Jesus! From the center of the grounds, you can really get a good look at the lake. The lake. It's really beautiful out here. In this light, I can get a much better look at the man. He's still massive. Lighting didn't really change that, but he definitely doesn't look as menacing now. He sits my bags down and turns to look at me. Just because he doesn't look menacing doesn't mean it's still intimidating. It still isn't intimidating. Are you one of the new counselors? Yes, I am. I chose a chick, by the way, so I gotta try and do the chick voice. Yes, I am. Oh. Pick my hair back. Because that's what chicks do, right? Your cabin is back there. Feel free to get settled. We can start your training first thing tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Did he say training? Do you work here? He nodded. My name is Jason Vorhees. Oh, what an odd line of work for someone of his demeanor. Wait, is this the son of Mrs. Voorhees mentioned on the phone? I felt an immediate hot wash of embarrassment. It's not a great first impression to run in fear from your new employer. I should introduce myself too. My name is... Oh, I gotta enter my name. Ooh. SHEXY Raven. We'll just go Raven because I'm a chick. SHEXY Raven. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm Sexy Raven. It's nice to meet you too, Sexy Raven. I can almost hear the warmth in his signed words. How genuinely happy he is to make conversation. It softens the edges a bit. A noise catches Jason's attention, pulling him away from the conversation. I have to get going. If you need anything, I'll be around. See you in the morning, SHEXY Raven. SHEXY Raven. With that, he was gone, wandering off somewhere across the campsite. I picked up my bags and headed towards the cabin. Relieved that I was minutes away from a well-deserved nap. I trudged down the path, watching the cabin emerge from the cover of the trees. Way to break the immersion. Counselors are hanging around the cabin's porch, talking amongst themselves and getting their room assignments. Yo! A voice called out to me. Hey, you! Come over here. I need to get you signed in. I turned to see a couple of counselors. A guy looked a bit older than me and a girl who was probably around the same age as me. Sorry, I didn't... Oh, yeah, sorry, this is me. Sorry, I didn't realize. My name's SHEXY Raven. Yeah, my name's Kevin. I'm in charge around here, so you come and, to me if you have any issues, get it? Okay. Kevin looks up and down his list before giving me a passive, unimpressed glance. Yep, you're on here, all right? Fern, show Sexy around the cabin, would you? The girl perked up and nodded. Sure. Follow me, SHEXY Raven. I'll show you your room. That was a bad voice for Baron. I was getting like an emo vibe. So that's my emo voice. I gave Kevin a thank you nod, but he was already on talking to the next counselor on the list. I followed Fern inside, was immediately welcomed by the cozy air of the traditional wood cabin. Fern led me to my room and gestured for me to head inside. Alrighty, make yourself at home, and I'll be by to get you later for dinner. See you in a bit. Oh, I was waiting for something erotic to happen there, but no. We exchanged a wave, and Fern hurried back out to greet the other incoming counselors. I set my luggage down and made a beeline for the bed. Unpacking can wait. Sitting on the edge of the bed, I kicked off my shoes, only now realizing just how sore my feet were from the walk here. I fell back on the bed, climbing under the neatly made quilt. It wasn't long after my head hit the pillow that I was drifting off. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Shit. This is entertaining. The morning sun bathes Camp Crystal Lake in a pastel wash. I go about making coffee and some toast before I what is sure to be a busy day. All the walking from yesterday had caught up with me. It was as if my legs were screaming at me to go back to bed. I have to get used to it if I'm going to be doing stuff like this for the rest of the summer. I'm helping the other counselors set up in preparation for the campers today. My toast pops up from the toaster, and I drag my feet on the kitchen table. I bite into my toast and sip my coffee, still feeling the early morning drunkenness. As I'm on my last bite of toast, there comes a knock at the screen door. I scarf it down and pad down the hallway. Seeing a large silhouette at the door, I open it and see Jason standing there, impossibly tall and muscular, glistening in the wind. His clothes are tight against his huge frame, and I can practically feel the power that radiates from him as his broad chest lightly follows his breath. Seeing Jason almost instantly puts a smile on my face. My scream legs finally shut down from being blessed by his mere presence. Hey Jason, what brings you here? Good morning, sexy Raven. I know you were going to join the other counselors in setting up today, but I could really use your help, if it's okay with you. The campers are going to arrive soon, so this place needs to be in working order. Order. Thinking you're up for it? If you want to, that is. I can tell Jason is a little shy. It's strange seeing such a huge and impressive man act like this. But honestly, I think it's adorable. I can't help but feel a wide grin grow on my face. Of course. That sounds great. Come on in. I'm just finishing up my morning routine. Jason follows me inside, ducking a bit to get under the doorframe. I'm going to change. I'll be right back. Just wait here, alright? Jason nods and does what he's told. Oh, wow. My heart pounds with excitement in my ears as I head upstairs to change out of my PJs and into my day clothes. He wants me to go with him. Ooh. After I brush my teeth, splash my face with water, and take one last look into the mirror, I head downstairs back at him. Ready, sexy Raven? I smile and give him a nod, patting my hand on his broad shoulder. Oh, sexy broad shoulders. All right. We head out the door together and walk side by side by the activities area. Our first job is to haul the kayaks to the proper racks. I watched in disbelief as Jason saunters with two of them in a row. Whoa, 2 kayaks. I'm struggling with one. Cheater! I watch Jason's shoulders shake in laughter. He helps to drag the kayak I'm battling and lifts it to its appropriate slot. He is so incredible. He's barely even breaking a sweat. It's back-breaking work, but we're able to get it done and record time thanks to Jason's raw strength. Next, we set up the archery range. Jason and I prepare the lanes, set out the targets, and count off the supplies. I bundle them together, 3 arrows and 1 finger tab for each camper. Jason restrings each bow and tests them to make sure they taunt the firm. With this station, all that matters is safety. Make sure the kids, and the counselors for that matter, only point their bow downrange when it's their turn to fire. Oh, Jason. You wouldn't believe how many people almost put someone's eye out because their mind isn't on safety. Well, my mind's on your big muscles, you galoot. I can't imagine. Right? No accidents on my watch. I make sure each and every lane is clear of debris, and in no time we're finished up at the archery range. Next we go on to the woodcutting area. I watch in awe as Jason yanks a huge axe out of the stump and, in one deft motion, hefts it back over his shoulders before bringing it down on the block of wood resting on the stump. The wood block snaps in two. I stare as he repeats the process a few times before turning to me, chest heaving and sweat glistening off his skin. My face heats up at the holy sight. He puts out a knife from his back pocket and begins chipping away one of the split logs. He doesn't even need to look at what he's doing. Want to give it a try? Me? Jason chuckles, and the sound is an absolute delight. God, Jason is just... he's so... Stop it, SHEXY Raven. Focus. Yes, you... Here. Yes, you. Here. I have an extra carving knife. Alright, here goes nothing. What should I make? Oh, alright. This is where I wanted to get maybe you guys involved. If anybody's still out there. Was it? Mask. Heart. All right. Yeah, I don't even know how that works. That's the first time I've done it. Just where did polls come up? Do they even pop up? Oh, it didn't do. It doesn't look like it's working. Anyway, I don't think anybody's out there anyway. All right, so do you reckon we should choose a bear, mask, or heart? What are we going to make for Jason? Oh. Let's make him a heart or a mask. Should we make him a mask? We'll make him a heart. Yeah. I attempt to carve the matching heart charms for Jason, and I wear and string them with some twine I had in my locket. Oh, wow, SHEXY Raven. Did you make this for me? Jason's signing, by the way, if you're new to the chat. Yep, and I made a second one. Look, we match. I gesture for Jason to bend down so I can grasp the necklace. And then my own. Jason stands, turning the heart charm over in his hands. So, what do you think? I can't help but giggle a bit at how Jason stumbles over signing his words, getting smaller and shy in his gestures. I love it. It is really special. I appreciate you making it for me. Anytime, Jason. I'm glad you like it. Well, you must be ready for a break now. It's so hot out here. Let's go stock up the freezers. That'll cool us down. I sincerely doubt that statement as I watch Jason lift his shirt to dab off the sweat on his neck, exposing his muscular stomach. I follow Jason to the camp kitchen, where we stock the camp's freezers and pantries of food, enjoying the cool air surrounding us.
Yoo-hoo! Jason, SHEXY Raven, would you mind helping me prepare dinner?
Of course, Mother.
Absolutely. Happy to help, Mrs. Voorhees. Please, dear, call me Pamela.
Jason and I help Pamela chop vegetables for salad and man the grills and ovens, which are lined with barbecued meats and aluminum wrapped potatoes, respectively.
My son, my. Jason, you have quite busy today. You've been quite busy today. Oh, yeah, but it's been great. I feel like I've learned a lot.
You did great today. There shouldn't be much more to do before the campers arrive.
I love to hear it, my dears. You've taken the hard work off my hands. I'm so grateful.
The dining hall fills with counselors, and Pamela lets us pick our food first. She stands on her tiptoes to whisper something in Jason's ear. He bends down to hear her. Their eyes flicker to me briefly, and I shift one foot to the other. Jason waves his mother as they part ways, and he rejoins me. Do you want to eat with me? I actually have a question for you.
Sure, I'd love to.
We pile our plates high with food, and Jason leads over as he log by the fire to eat. We eat together, and I can barely contain my excitement at being able to spend so much time with him.
Aw, cute, Jason.
So, I've been thinking. I know you were supposed to take a camping trip with the other counselors, but I was wondering if you wanted to go with me and the kids. If not, I understand. It's last minute and all. I screech in delight in my mind and give Jason a gentle smile.
Jason, it'd make me really happy to go with you.
Really? That's great. My mother agreed to take your place with the other counselors. This means a lot to me. I study his masked face, his eyes lit up and bright within the firelight. I can hardly contain my own excitement. He must really like spending time with me. I'll come get you tomorrow morning and we'll head out. Can we head in, Jason? Sexy Jason.
That sounds great. Looking forward to it.
We finish eating and throw out paper plates in the garbage. Our eyes meet and I shuffle from one foot to the other. I'll walk you back to the cabin. The night air is sweet with honeysuckle as we trek back to our cabin.
I love it here. You can see all the stars so well. Where I'm from, you never get this kind of visibility.
Yeah, me too. It's really beautiful. I notice Jason shove his hands into his coat pockets, and I swear I see a hint of flush paint. His neck in the sliver of moonlight, sorry. Well, oh, sorry, wrong person.
Well, here's my stop.
Oh, yes, well, thanks for helping out. I enjoyed spending time with you today.
Anytime. Yeah, I did too.
I start up the stairs and turn to wave at Jason.
See you in the morning, Jason.
Good night, SHEXY Raven. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
I'm so giddy. That was the most romantic night ever. Sorry.
Oh. I smile and nod my head at him before closing the door and happily trotting to my bed. I stand next to the bed and fall backwards on top of it, letting out a sigh. I'm so lucky. I get to hang out with Jason again tomorrow. Thank you, Pamela, for covering for me. I grab the matching heart necklace I carved earlier and start staring at it, feeling my face burn up. I can't believe I made something like this for both of us. It's like something a couple would do. Maybe I was too forward with it. I'm sure it's fine after all. He did want to hang with me tomorrow. My eyes grow heavier to the point where I can barely keep them open. Jason and I did so much work today. I feel so exhausted. I searched the covers with my legs and pulled them over my face. Before I knew it, I started to drift off to sleep. It's been a few days since I arrived at the camp. Oh, we just skipped that whole day. Oh, what are the... Oh, mean. It's now been a few days since I arrived at the camp, and they've been nothing short of tedious. Learning everything from preparing the finest crustless peanut butter and jellies to being able to help perfect the ultimate tent pitching technique. Oh, tent pitching. It's something of a thankless job, I've come to realize, but there are parts of it I found quite rewarding. Though my initial encounter with the large looming camp counselor was a shaky start, every moment since then has been one of genuine enjoyment. I find myself stealing glances and hidden coy smiles when I watch him working alongside me. Before I might have died of embarrassment any time of his chest touches my back, trying to adjust my hold on tools and equipment, or hide from sight when he had to put out the stove fire because I wasn't paying complete attention to the food. Of course, now that I've had plenty of time to allow him to be my teacher and show me the ropes, being a quick learner has only come to benefit me. Let me get a little closer to my new head counselor. There's something about him that gives me butterflies in the pit of my stomach, making my skin warm and my thoughts muddled. I mean, of course these things happen. Crushes like these happen all the time when people spend every minute of the day together. But I don't know why, but something feels different. Should I be feeling this way? Now that dinner's prepared, I should do something a little more productive than all this daydreaming. Maybe a shower would help. I don't want to smell like oil and chicken parm when I see Mr. Vorhees later. Not if I don't have to anyways. My boots crunch against the gravel as I step out of the mess hall and take in the crisp summer breeze. My skin paints itself hues of pink, orange, and purple, and my mind steadily returns to my thoughts. I was caught off guard when he personally asked me, all of the counselors, to help me with tonight's bonfire, though admittedly, I felt a swell of pride. It meant a lot that he felt he could trust me with the setting up of things and taking care of the kids, and even more so considering that I'm the newest crew. I imagine it might have had something to do with my ability to mesh with the kids, but I don't care. Whatever reason, I'm not going to let him down. I find my way back to the counselor's cabin, gathering a change of clothes and a robe in one arm. I press my back to the wooden stall out back and wait for the others to finish. The sound of giggling can only mean one thing, and I can't help but roll my eyes. Eventually the duo in question would step out, sharing a knowing look with me before I was finally my time. I enjoyed the heat and steam and scrubbed off the smell of firewood and cooked bacon for my buddy. I tie my robe back on Letting out a satisfied sigh and begin to head back inside. I find my pants and throw my favorite sweater on. Ooh, Jason likes a nice sweater. Oh, Jason. I pat at the big campsite with a long sigh. Before heading out, only making it a few steps down the stairs before slamming straight into someone solid. Ooh, what the hell? Oh. I look up, rubbing my nose. Then I feel my face turn bright red. Of course I'd run into Jason. That's what I get for not paying attention. I shrink a bit and roll my lips. In a thin line, he just stares at me lumberingly.
Mr. Vorhees, I'm sorry I didn't see you there.
I can tell. You're lucky I didn't trip you. You didn't trip. You could have sprained something. I find myself mentally sighing. Now he was scolding me, and I didn't need to speak to know what kind of tone he was adopting. I give a sheepish smile and sign back at him.
Don't wish ill on me now. I have dinner all set up. I know you said you needed help. I know you said you needed some help. I was surprised you didn't ask Fern or Kevin to help. They're better at this tense than I am.
Jason's gaze stays lingering on me for a moment. He shifts silently in thought before returning his focus back. Fern is busy setting up the kayaks on the boats on the rack tonight. As for Kevin, his hands still, blue eyes shift from the ground. This is a familiar face, and he makes it a lot where Kevin is concerned. Ooh! Alright. So we've got some choices. If you want to let me know in the comments what you think, you can choose what happened, but I'll read them out. Well, it is Kevin after all. So you needed to see me? I'm just happy to help. Or
you came to the right counselor.
Oh. What should we do? I'll give you guys 30 seconds if you want to speak up and choose the adventure. Delicate flavors. All right. So, I'm thinking you came to the right counselor. So you needed to see me. Sounds like I haven't been listening to him because. Oh, unless that's like cute play, like so you needed to see me. But I reckon maybe you came to the right counselor. That sounds cute, right? You reckon? Let's save. Alright, nobody spoke up? So we'll go you came to the right counselor.
Well, you came to the right counselor. The others wouldn't be able to focus with all that messing around they do at night. I've come to notice.
It's hard to stop the smile from forming on the corner of my lips, rubbing the side of my neck sheepishly. And gratefully he's too preoccupied. Gathering all the sports equipment. Would have been instant death had he seen my flushed cheeks. My hands found my face, rubbing at the heat I had felt before joining him as I walked towards the camp area. On my way, Jason is quick to sort the equipment on its designated rack, clapping the dust off his hands in completion.
So, lead the way. Is there anything in particular you want me to start first?
With ease, Jason collected all of the tent equipment in one arm. Oh! Biceps flexing with impressive strength as he hoisted it to his shoulder. He notices my eyes lingering a second too long, but he doesn't bring attention to it. He hands me the box of snacks, all the trappings of s'mores and Vienna sausages, and cants his hand to the side in a motion to follow after him. It's your choice. There are the larger tents since it's easier to keep the kids in groups. They've been complaining about noises. The easier I can see them, the better. What are you going to do to them, Jason? If you want, feel free to start the bonfire now. It's sundown. Either that or get the torches placed for the trail. After that, you can help with the tents if need be, and we can get food handed out after. I nod, puffing as I struggle to keep up with the long strides, especially with 50 pounds of food sitting on my hip. Once I arrive at the campsite, bare bones and ready to be steady up, I know exactly where I'd like to start. Ooh. Ooh, what should I do, guys? Boop, 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 boop. Hear that bass? Boop, 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 boop. Alright, I reckon we should set up the bonfire. Sounds like a good bet, right? Or do you reckon set up the trails? Because if we're on the trail, he might come find us. You reckon? But he did say bonfire first, so that means I'm listening. Yeah, let's set up the bonfire. Let's set up the bonfire. Okay. I looked to the empty fire pit. I let out a tired groan. Not exactly my favorite thing, if only because of the level of manual labor involved. But it had to be done regardless. Stretch my arms above my head and plant my hands on my hips confidently. Well, even if no one likes to, setting up the bonfire isn't going to happen on its own. Really? Why don't people like to? Well, not everyone is strong as you when it comes to hefting up all that firewood. Even without seeing as much as his face, I could read the confusion easily with body language. There was a moment where he looked around, pausing in his work, before canting his head to the side in understanding. Ooh, in the... So, it must have been in respect to his strength. That made sense. Ooh. Did I fuck up? I see. Alright. What do we got? So, you're like a superhero? You were raised well? Well, he is a bit of a mummy's boy, so you were raised well? Your body is amazing. Oh, that sounds awfully flirty. Jason, oh, so muscular and glistening in the moonlight. Alright. What do you reckon? You have 30 seconds. Pizza dude's got 30 seconds. Let's do another save here. All right. All right, no answers again. Let's go. You were raised well, because he's a mummy's boy. Oh, but I want to say he's got a hot body. Let's say he's got a hot body. We're not here to fuck around. We want some erotica. Your body is amazing. What's not to understand? Your body is amazing. Jason looks at me a little off guard and becomes stiff. Ooh! Good stiff or bad stiff? Sorry, I didn't mean to come off like that. Your body is an impressive sight. I begin to blush and feel a little awkward after making that comment.
Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Oh, no. Oh!
No, it's okay. Thank you.
Jason rides up his sleeves and begins to flex his arms at me, making my face heat up. Oh, so spicy! So spicy! I can't stop my hand from reaching out and touching his impressive muscles. As soon as I touch him, a strong force hits my face and knocks me back to the ground. It was his fist. What? Did Jason just punch me? Oh shit! My head! I look up at Jason, who quickly bends down to me. I can't read his emotions right now. I don't know if he got mad or... I start to see double and everything gets blurry. My head hurts so much. I lightly touch the side of my head and bring my hands in front of me. Is that blood? What the fuck happened? Motherfucker killed me! Shit! Alright. Okay, alright. Let's try You Were Raised Well then. Fucking hell. Alright. Because he's a mummy's boy. This is what I originally wanted to say, but I wanted to get super flirty. So I want to get sexy time. Sexy raven time. Alright. Your mother raised you incredibly well. At the mention of his mother, Jason's composure falls lax, and he nods. There is no taking away from the swell of pride that came with being the man his mother wanted him to be, and it felt good to hear someone speak kindly of her. As his gaze settles on me, I feel eyes on my face, and instinctively the blush races across my cheeks. I'll figure out as well, by the way, why Jason just killed me. Is because he always murders people having sex and stuff. So I have to lure him in. I have to make him fall in love with me. So sex feels natural. Slasher sex. Erotica. So much erotica. Oh yeah, baby. It's good. Wouldn't be a Raven stream without dying. You know how it is. Oh yeah. 1,000 deaths, baby. 1,000 deaths. Alright. My mother has a tendency to get on the bad side of a lot of the counselors. She's an amazing woman. She deserves to be seen as such. I think so anyway. I nod in agreement, thinking of the few instances in which Mrs. Vorhees and I have interacted. She certainly had an icy sort of way to conversate, but it didn't find her awful. It was easy to see that she was simply protective of her son, like all mothers were, and well, the other counselors here, especially the girls, they weren't really subtle about the stares they gave her son. And he was doing any form of manual labor around the camp. She, actually likes you. The comment throws me off guard, and I feel the stupefied expression taking my expression over. His mother spoke about me? I know, it took me by surprise too. Believe it or not. Not because it's you, just because she's slow to warm up to others. You do a lot more than the other counselors, though. I do admit that much. Ooh, another choice. What do we got? All right. Does that mean you warmed up to me then? Or I'll see if I can help her more then. Ooh, do I get
see if I can help her more then. Ooh, see, I reckon that'll get Jason all hot. Ooh, helping his mama. All right, let's do another save, just in case. Oh, it says this game's in October. Oh, I thought it was the 13th today. It's not the 13th tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. All right. So, does that mean you warmed up to me then? Or I'll see you later? Alright, no. Alright, let's go. Does that mean... Oh, am I being too forward? Let's try it. Let's get too forward. Alright.
Does that mean you've warmed up to me then?
His form gets rigid, ducking his head as if to try and think of something witty to match my own, but to no prevail. Instead, he scratches nervously at his collarbone, past the form-fitting polo. And I can't stifle the giggles that comes from his lips in response. You make it easy, socializing. I enjoy your company quite a bit, sorry. His words put a smile on my face, but then I remember if I need to set anything else up for the campers. I'll start setting up the trail torches then. I have a feeling the kids are going to want to spend all their time out tonight. The weather is really nice. Jason nods in agreement, spreading out the tent supplies. Neatly. He jerks his head in the direction of the plastic container bin close to the scattered seating around the bonfire. All of the material should be in the bin. There should be oil in there as well. If there isn't, there'll be some in the kitchen storage area. Ooh, oil. I want you to oil up, Jason. Alright. Without much preamble, I get to work, heading over to the bin and piling up the torches in my arms. They're a lot heavier than I remember, but it likely has something to do with picking up 8 of them in one sitting. I feel myself stumble backwards a bit, and as I do, I feel the weight of my body tilt over, sneakers catching over shoelaces and gravel. Excuse me. An explosive gasp left my lips before that familiar feeling of strength took over. I had felt Jason's powerful arm pull me taut to his chest, and when I looked up, clutching the torches tied to my chest, I saw the familiar side of that hockey mask looking down at me, eyes full of color, full of concern. Maybe the torches might be too heavy. Do you want me to take over for you? Ooh, another choice.
We should stop meeting like this.
Oh, that's so flirty.
I could use some help,
Or you can take me right now. Oh, Jesus! Fucking so forward. He can take me right now. Fuck it. Oh. All right. So, anybody out there want to pick which choice? Oh, I feel like saying I could use some help makes me seem incapable, and he seems to get hot for sexy people who know how to do. Maybe we should stop meeting like this, or you can take me right now. I feel like. All right, let's go. You can take me right now because it's super flirty. But I reckon he's going to murder me. I'll try to touch him again, and he'll be like,
you can take me right now, says SHEXY Raven.
His eyes behind his mask pierce right through me when he glances down at me. Unknowingly, I grin at him nervously, waiting for him to respond, but he doesn't say anything. I notice Jason goes to move his hand, which I assume he's about to sign back at me. Instead, I hear a weapon unsheathed from behind him, and A sharp pain overcome my body, and I feel a warm liquid oozing from my abdomen. Heat to me. Jason slides a machete out of me, and my body goes limp into the ground. A pool of blood-bathed soil beneath me, and I can feel myself growing weak and tired. I can't believe he did this. My baby. To be fair, I asked for it. All right, sweet. I died. 1,000 deaths, baby. Let's load and not be so forward. We've learned that, all right? But I like dying. We die around here. I could use some help, or we should stop meeting like this. I reckon that's a bit more flirty. So let's do that.
We should probably stop meeting like this. I should be okay. Just took too much, that is all. There's something of a low chuckle that muffles behind the hockey mask, and it makes my body feel hot all over. With ease, Jason sets me back upright, adjusting the tiki torches in my arms properly before placing his hand in the small of my back encouragement. I can't help but beam at him a bit, and he can't help but soften his gaze when I do. A gentle exchange of silent acknowledgement. He turns his attention back to stubbing the stakes in the ground, already partially done with the first tent, before turning to the side to sign me. I'll leave the oil canisters by the start of the trail. If you drop that, well, fried chicken counselor for dinner. Oh, that's me. Fried chicken counselor for dinner.
Jason pauses, stupefied by my immediate quick wit, and he finds himself chuckling again. Oh, I'm making him... I'll say. Oh, that was more like, I'll say. I'm on a roll, I think to myself, heading back up the trail and enjoying the lingering feel of my eyes on his back. Of eyes on my back. Man, doing all these voices is fucking... Yeah. I'm not used to talking like this. Oh. It was a short walk, and fortunately for me, the trail used the torches plenty. Easy finding small holes in the ground to plant each of the torches firmly in the ground. You know what else I'd like to plant in the ground? Oh yeah, boom! Horny bitch, horny raven. All right. It took a little doing. I'm thankful that since I started working here, my legs have gotten plenty of workout from hiking and climbing with the kids. Hey, Tackington! Shit. Oh, yeah. I was exploring last... You know how hard it was to find a horror game that was kind of erotic because it was like 69 that didn't have like too much erotica? Like, it's always like fucking... There was so many like... there was one called like Into Oblivion that was like just softcore porn and shit. But... oh my god. John Kloppenberg, welcome! How you guys going? Oh shit! Scott, yeah, you're lucky you can only see the camera up to here because, yeah, chubby. All right, let's get back to it. You guys can help me make some choices. All right. So, it took a little doing. I'm thankful that since I started working with my legs, I've gotten plenty of workouts from hiking and climbing with the kids. Any torch that gave me pause, I was quick to wrap my legs around and keep it in place, grunting until finally it fell successfully in place and remained upright firmly. The fine line between not enough and too.
There we go. In record time, too. I'd like to see Kevin make those torches go straight.
There's a moment where I feel my entire body freeze, however, and my posture straightens up quickly. Goosebumps riddle my skin, making my hair on my arms stand up, and instinctively I spin on my heels, gravel kicking up, and at the sudden movement, I wait, listening for any indication of unseen eyes and sound, but none.
That's what happens when you only have a coffee and some granola for a meal. I think I should head back now.
I turn my back on the long trail behind me, shuddering as I shake the last of the heebie-jeebies off, blissfully unaware of whatever is lurking in the dark just beyond the tree line. Well, hey! Jason! Cheers, guys. Yeah, I found this actually on a site that was very adults only, so I can't really recommend it because I'll probably get banned. But if you're actually interested, there's a lot of full-on games on there. Yeah, so that's new. I've unlocked something. Jesus. All right, where are we? By the time I had returned to camp, Jason made quick work of the tents. I paused to take in the impressive feat, impressed by the sheer speed of producing so many quality tents in such a short amount of time. It was Jason, after all. Should I be surprised? He doesn't notice me at first, but by the time he does, I've more than already circled back to his side. He flinches a bit, but I only smile in response.
It looks great. I bet doing lights out checks will be a breeze tonight with how many sleeping bags fit in here.
Wait. No. This isn't Storyline of Dead by Daylight. This is Jason Vorhees, yeah. SHEXY Jason. I'm a camp counselor. Me and Jason like, woohoo! Right. Without the sleeping bags. Well, that's the plan. I can't believe you're done with the torches already. Oh, Jesus, you motherfucker! Welcome, Yosh. How you going, buddy? How you doing? Jason sign languages, by the way. I'm just voicing him how I hear it in my head. Sexy Jason, SHEXY Raven. That's the plan. I can't believe you're done with the torches already. You really have improved quite a bit since you started. There it is. That swell of pride I've become so fond of. Feels like that with every compliment. In my completed tasks, I've come closer and closer to mastering the craft. Oh, I'm mastering something. Mastering baiting! Alright. Maybe I'd even reached his level one day. Still, if I had, maybe it would have been so enjoyable. After all, the learning process has been all the fun. All the memories that I've come to have with him. Oh, it's Yoshin time, baby! I gotta go. Shout out. Yosh. Yoshi, baby. What's going on? Yoshi, Yosh. We give a shout out. John. Oh, yeah. Sup, up. I can't. Tacky turn, I'd give you a shout out, but you don't stream, so it'd say like playing ... Nice. Actually, yeah, I think you did do a stream. My hands brushed through my hair, smirking at the commentary of the head counselor. SHEXY Raven. If I showed you all my secrets and all my tricks, you might try to capitalize off them. Is that it? I didn't think you had such a poor opinion of me. And just like that, I felt my ego deflate, my smile gone, and replaced with a horrified expression. He must have picked up on it. He started to laugh,
laugh, deep and baritone. It washed over me. I couldn't help but stare in confusion despite my insensitive comment.
That was a joke.
Feeding the four-legged kids? Oh! Getting ready for work. Oh! Worky time, baby.
That was a joke.
I fumbled with my signing a bit. I knew that. Anyways, looks like everything's done. Oh, we're up to 11K. Thanks for the support, guys. They given me for the community challenge. 11K so far. Love it. We gotta get 66,000 for me to play the worst horror game ever. Potentially the worst game ever. All right, let's get back to the story. All right, if you watch AVGN, you know what the worst game ever is. All right. By the time the sun had left, all the kids had taken to their tents, sleeping bags in hand, and I got to running around enjoying the activities of the night. I ducked back into the cafeteria to get the menu for the evening, something every child, and even adults like myself, would look forward to. Fried chicken drumsticks, 3 cheese mac and cheese, and a side of veggie fries. Oh yeah. Actually sounds pretty good. Yum, 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 yum. For dessert, Jason had opted to vote for apple slices, but there was no moving me when it comes to s'mores. I like the toastiness. It took some doing, but the night had gone so well. It was like he was willing to go along with whatever I recommended. I shouldn't let this go to my head, but I don't know. I think I like him a lot more than I realized. I pause in my walking, exhaling softly and smiling to myself, clutching the tray before looking at where Jason had been. Sorry. A few of the children had gathered around him, watching with anticipation as he showed them proper way to sharpen a stick for them to roast their marshmallows on. Even with full bellies, the moment dessert was mentioned, they were ready for more. It was adorable, seeing him mesh so effortlessly with the kids, especially given his age and sometimes brash temperament. Couldn't imagine seeing myself with much. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, no, I was like, this is not something I'll be going out of my way to play. Sorry about that. My screen's a bit weird. So yeah, all right, cool. I head over, waiting until most kids were settled before breaking their concentration. Drum roll! No drum roll, guys? I might have to eat all of these on my own. Marshmallows! Gimme, 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 gimme! Can I have 2? Please, sir, may I have some more? No, some more. Get it? May I have some more? Please. Please, SHEXY Raven? Please, SHEXY Raven? It doesn't seem as nice when kids are calling me SHEXY. I laughed a bit, feeling small, hands tugging at my cargo shorts and pulling me off balance a bit. Remember, I'm a chick, by the way. So that's me over there. Emo chick. I laughed a bit. Oh yeah, sorry, I've already read that. Once I gathered a crowd, I found my gaze traveling upwards and locking eyes with the head of the counselor he was giving me such a look. So new and intense. I thought my heart was about to fly out of my throat. I swallowed, the tug of my hands pulling me back to reality. I tell you what, the one who sits the most still and doesn't blink gets 3 marshmallows off the bat. Ready? It took little effort to corral them. But once the marshmallows went onto the sticks, and the kids all had their chocolate and graham crackers set up, I finally found time to sit down. An explosive, tight little raspberry blew past my lips as I had my 5 marshmallows lined up. Marshmallows. Why must I marshmallows? Marshmallows. Marshmallows lined up. Ready for building when a shadow loomed overhead. Of me. My gaze looked upwards, smirking of the head counselor looking beside me, eyeing my stick and its contents. I could sense the judgment. I'm gonna be on high alert for this stream. Just in case it gets super erotica. Alright. Popped in my mouth and began to sign him. What? Isn't 5 excessive? Never. It's hardly enough. You can't go camping without s'mores. It's practically illegal, you know. Jason rolled his eyes, building his own s'more and sliding it beneath his mask, patting the crumbs off his shirt. Beep. I didn't notice the way his eyes lingered on my marshmallow collective. Only on the day's happenings and the eyes, and the kids conversing around the bonfire. He moved closer, scooping up the melting marshmallow and brushing his hand across the top of his knee and thigh. I choked on the s'more, pounding at my chest before swilling my head to look at him, locking in another intense look again. Though this time, he seemed perfectly aware of the effects that his eyes had. It could have burnt you, you know, here. I looked at the paper plate he had offered me, but I was quick to return back to those crystal blue eyes of his. Crystal blue? I chewed slower, blinking before looking away shyly with a chuckle. Once I was rid of the dessert in my mouth, I transferred the marshmallow onto the plate, signing with my free hand. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed these. Maybe since the last time I was at camp myself, actually. This is my first time, actually. What? There's no way. You grew up here. You had to have had the chance once or twice. Do you not like them? There is a moment of silence the two of us share, and I feel my stomach knot because of it. He looks drawn into the bonfire, unmoved from a few of the kids. Take turns running down the trail. My brows knit tight in concern. Jason? I wasn't exactly popular with the other kids. I was bullied often. It was easier to be myself than to be around other kids. So, sometimes, around the other counselors, it still feels that way. Stupid, considering I'm a grown man now. Oh well. I apologize. You didn't ask for a sob story. In an instant, I felt my heart sink like a ship. As I watch him now, the nonchalance in his admittance, I feel an urge to rise up inside of me. I can chase it, I tell myself, or I can let him be. Maybe he didn't need to be smothered. I didn't want him to feel I was pitying him. But what if? Alright, guys. Are you still there? No, I didn't have to pay for it. No, it was free. Alright, so. Should we link? Should I link my fingers, our fingers together? Or scoot closer and rub his back? Ooh, that's really forward.
Alright, I'm gonna save. But you guys, make a choice. Have a choice. See if you can get me killed. Remember, I think Jason's a bit against touchy until he's comfortable. Fucking hell, that's funny as fuck. Anonymous. How you going? Welcome to the party. Touch him. Oh, you want me to touch him? All right, scoot closer and rub his back. Or, yeah, all right. I'll scoot closer and rub his back. I'm gonna touch this motherfucker. All right. Ooh. It takes a moment or two, but I follow my instincts to move a little closer, letting our thighs touch and letting my hand find the small of his back. There's hesitation at first. When I get closer to him, I can see him tense up, expecting something abrupt. But all of that melts away when my hand finds his back. Fingertips fan out against him, and I eventually find purchase at the collar of his shirt, rubbing small circles there. Jason? I had no idea. I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. It happened, and it's in the past. A long time ago, in the past. If anything, it's taught me to stand up for myself. I feel my jaw tighten at that, and shake my hand. It doesn't make it right, or take away from how you felt, both then and now. You deserve better. Another long pause of silence, and a look of disbelief before then canting his head to the side curiously. You're probably the kindest person I've met in a long time, really. Well, I don't know if it makes me really happy or really sad. Is it Kevin? You know, I can put a couple of millipedes in his bunk if he's been paid to you. Machete's on me. Wrecked him. Fucking eyes it wrecked him. There. There's a laugh that erupts from him, shaking his head and trying to control it, but to no prevail. There's a genuine warmth to it, and it's infectious. Lady Losing, welcome to the party. How you going? It's slasher dating simulator. Is there a bit in this? Is there a bit in Shenmue that's like this? All right, Tacky turn. Oh, my name on Steam is Raven's Law, just Raven's Law, like my name on this. Or it might be Raven17. Not too sure. Just wait. Are you just Tacky turn on there? No, lol. It's yeah, slasher dating simulator because it's stream number 69. I'm getting all SHEXY Raven. There's a few awkward hiccups here and there, but eventually I find myself once more, and gives me a good long once over. Ooh. Not so kind then. Jason's signing. I roll my eyes and roll my hands in a show of theatrics, slicking my hair back a bit. It's Kevin. He brings out the evil, sexy Raven. Oh, cool, sweet. I don't have my Steam open, but I will do it later. He brings out the sexy Raven. Evil? Hardly. Though, now I'm not so sure how I feel. Going on a date with a sexy Raven's evil twin. Still, I enjoyed it. He said it was what? Holy shit, did he just say it was a date? I feel myself get lightheaded almost immediately, stammering aloud for a smiling wildly. The way one does when there's absolutely nervous as hell. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did anyways. Of course I did. Jason nodded, slipping his hands free from his own and planted both of them on the tops of their knees. There's a look of relief in his eyes before playing off the nerves and admitted his scheme of isolation. Oh, of isolating me on a date. Ooh! He schemed me into a date. Oh yeah. How you doing today, lady? What time is it where you are? I know, tacky turn, and 8:45. Ooh, early in the morning. Oh, this is probably a bit erotic for a morning. It's a SHEXY morning. Morning glory, baby. I'm glad, SHEXY Raven. I don't think I would have wanted to spend time with anyone else. That's me next to him in the camp there. And that's my hunky Jason. I mean, SHEXY mornings, yes. So SHEXY. My hands rolled on into the palms quietly as the night had gone on, and all the while my eyes never once left Jason's form. I watched as he took to getting the kids tucked in, assuring them that whatever the shadows that they had seen in the trails were their imaginations, before sending them off to bed, and picking up all the toys and scattered marshmallows covered sticks and depositing it into the chipper. So it was an actual date. He called it a date. Whenever No, my computer's just really shit, so if I open Steam, it'll probably like make everything lag and my bloody stream will drop out and shit. Alright, where are we at? Instinct had my hands slapping at my face, groaning when the familiarity of heat raced across my face. I drew my knees to a chest, huffing tiredly as the entire day's activities were picked apart by one by one, all circling back to him. Something inside of me felt almost upset that this was a date. Considering how deep in I was becoming, surely a date would end in a kiss, wouldn't it? Oh, the mere thought sent me head spinning. I found myself ashamed. Jason wasn't someone that just ran ahead, kissing and sleeping with whoever he wanted. That was for stupid, insensitive dipshits like Kevin. Why is this so?
Wow, monster, monster!
A shriek almost sent me flying out of my skin. Standing upright so fast I nearly felt all the weight toppling over the other side of the log. I found stability, funnily enough, in the child who tossed themselves into my arms. Tears and snot soaked the pants leg of my khakis, and before I could get a word out, the child gripped in fear at my shirt, pulling me down in a frenzy.
SHEXY Raven, come quick! I saw it! It's by the lake! It's almost ate my face!
You gotta slow down, okay? Take a deep breath for me, alright? It took watching me to do it, but as I fell into a crutch and calmly held the child in place, breathing in deep for him to follow. He nodded in a pout and tried to stabilizing his breathing. We repeated the process for a moment, and finally, after a couple of minutes, he was able to speak coherently. Yeah, I got that right. Past his hiccuping and nerves.
Dawn and Mabel dared me to throw a rock at it, and into the woods. I didn't think there was a monster, but I heard it. And it even took one of our sleeping bags.
Oh, you, this is Jason. Him in sleeping bags, man.
But why aren't the sleeping bags in your tent, Marcus? We wanted to wake up to the fly fishing, so we were going to sleep by the river.
I nodded at the young boy. Might not have flown with Jason had he told him, but I can understand if anything. I rose to my feet and scooped the young boy into my arms carefully, turning into the woods with a big, heavy sigh. Jason was still gathering up other children at the entrances of the campsite, so I'd have to handle this on my own for now. Determination took over, and with a firm nod I looked up to the boy, sniffing and rubbing his snot across my pajama sleeves. Oh, Jesus. It's not very sexy, is it? Jesus. All right, Marcus. You're gonna have to be brave for me now, buddy. You can't tell me exactly where you and the girls saw this big monster. We can have you get your sleeping bags, all right?
But what if...
Hey, I won't let anything happen to you, all right? If you get scared, you run as fast as you can. I'll keep the monster distracted. I'm a camp counselor, so you know what that means.
The boy shook his head, wearing his puppy dog eyes proudly.
I smiled at him, wiping the tears with a curl from my finger to his cheek. I'm practically a superhero.
Like Mr. Vorhees?
Just like him.
But he's a lot cooler.
Oh, fuck you! Fucking bitch slap that kid! No.
He has more muscles than you.
I felt myself deflate with the raspberry, pursing my lips indignantly. Kids really were cruel little assholes when they want to be, I thought for myself. I smiled regardless, shaking my head a bit at the small boy. Maybe, but I'm a lot faster. So you with me, Marcus? The young boy gave me a nod, then returned it with one of my own. With the small child in my arms, we both began to head down the path, looking side to side through the tenebrous? Tenebrous. I've never heard that word before. That's a cool word. Side through the tenebrous dark. Tenebrous, I don't know. The pines forming a sea of trees that felt as if they had gone on for miles and miles. I felt a shudder run down my spine at the idea of actually finding something lurking in the woods, especially after all the stuff I'd heard today. Jason had said he'd never found anything, but I found myself in disbelief even then. There was too much noise, too much rustling and displacement in the woods for there to have been nothing. Disrespectful little cunt! Time to get you like a fish! Like a fish! Oh, that's bloody... That's a call for a yosh right there. Fish! Got you like a fish! On a knee jerk, I slapped a hand over the mouth of the young boy who was ready to scream and threw us both behind the safety of a tree, sliding against it and falling into a crouch. I felt my throat lock up, sweating despite the cold of the late evening, and feeling my heart hammering away in my chest.
Okay, when I say run, you need to run, okay, Marcus? Don't look back or stop.
The boy nodded frantically, tears prickling his eyes again. As the sound of heavy footsteps came closer and closer, the more I listened to it, the more I realized I recognized what the creature was. It wasn't a camper alive who didn't recognize the heavy growling of a grizzly. And while they had every right to be in the forest, it didn't make the fear of being the attack any better. They were so still territorial, and they were camping in the backyard after all. All right, why not? I'd have to do about 5,000 takes, but my reading is shocking for some reason. My hand pats the ground, feeling for anything that could be used as a distraction. And finally I found purchase against a heavy rock, swallowing around the lump in my throat before peering around the trunks of the trees we're both hid behind. At the sight of the lumbering, massive shadow, I was quick to pitch the rock in the opposite direction of the camp, watching the animal flinched as I let out a ferocious roar into the night. Color left my face, my body if I was a mirror. my fear left my face, my body as if I had mirrored property it I imagined. But fortunately, it took off running in the direction of the noise, and it gave me enough time to push the young boy in the direction of the campsite. Go! Marcus wasted no time, nodding and whimpering as he ducked out of the tree line, disappearing into the night towards the safety of the camp. My legs felt like jello as I rolled my head back, exhaling shakily as I opened my eyes and took in the shifting expanse of leaves the tree had canopy provided. Fucking hell, Jesus. Okay, Sexy Raven, we got this. 2 choices here. All right, help me choose. All right, should we choose option number 1 or option number 2? We got go left back towards camp or go right towards the sleeping bags. Ooh, what do you guys reckon? You got 30 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28. All right, cool. Sleeping bags it is, and Penthouse Forum audiobooks. Yeah, fuck yeah, why not? I could read taboo stories all day, baby. All right, let's go towards the sleeping bag. Excuse me. It should be gone now. And I know I saw those sleeping bags across the way. If I can see what tracks look like, I can definitely confirm if it's a bear or not. Stepped carefully from around the tree, standing still for what I felt like an eternity, before the forest fell back into an eerie quiet and faint hum of cicadas, and I was familiar with. The animal had gone, a lot farther than I'd anticipated it to, but judging by my own careful, quiet steps, it likely thought I had gone too. Good, I thought. I began to crouch forward a bit, quickly moving across the other side of the trail, quickly tucking myself behind another tree trunk. A few more moments of absolute stillness, and then I started to creep forward toward the sleeping bags. I don't even know these kids were thinking, trying to sleep out here on their own, even without a massive scary thing running around. Yeesh. Yeesh. Yeah. There was plenty of destruction to be seen, that much was certain. Claw marks and evidence of gnawing on surface worth salt. And what was left of the sleeping bags was scattered across the forest floor. I scoped the remains of what looked like Marcus's stuff, dragging into my hands, and frowned, letting out a saddened sigh. Oh, his little teddy, poor little guy. Oh, that's what I said. Poor guy. Didn't survive rows of tea. No, I'm not surprised. I think Fern knows how to sew things. I'll have to get this fixed up for him. If I hadn't been so on edge, I might not have noticed the sound of movement off in the distance. I snapped my head in the direction, staring hard into the sounds of footsteps surged closer and closer, feeling my fight or flight kick in. My eyes darted around, settling on a heavily sticker-bombed hydro flask left by one of the kids, and pulled it to my grasp before starting to shuffle back into the bushes, shrinking myself the best I could. I watched, ignoring the sting of sharp thorns pricking my thighs and forearms, and waited for what's lurking in the shadows to come. I saw something kill somebody with one of those things in a horror movie once. I'm not going out with a fight. Whatever pep talk I felt the need to give myself had this been a horror movie, surely it would have spelt my certain doom while I was hyping myself up to jump out what was coming. It had more than found its way behind me,
breaking a few branches as it passed the threshold of the tree line and entered the area I had been hiding in. I remembered springing upwards, spinning my heels and swinging openly with the hydro flask out before starting to plummet backwards on my ass. With a heavy thud, I hissed and blindly opened my eyes, let out a poor attempt at a battle cry. It tastes like crap! Back the hell up! My arm grew heavier and heavier, swinging at the air, whatever the hell. Oh, waiting for it to connect when... Wait, why weren't there any my swings connecting? I cracked my eyes open, blinking away, shaking. Oh, shock, when the above me didn't stand a 9-foot bear, but an almost 7-foot man. None other than... Jason. Jason, how did you find me? The head counselor looked down at me, grabbing my wrist gently and pulling my feet before looking at the dirt trail behind us. It took squinting to see what he had followed was my footsteps. I planted my hand against my face in embarrassment, but all he did was chuckle lowly and started pulling debris free from my hair and clothes. Oh, those big lumbering hands. Pulling all my... cleaning me up. Oh, yeah. At least... Ooh. At least if it was a bunch of concerned, crying kids, I might have felt a little more important. I extended out the mauled stuffed animal, brushed Jason's knuckles as if I left it. I peered out, looking to see if the animal had crept up on the two of us while we had spoke, but let out a sigh of relief to see only the same bush and dark forest I had seen earlier. I moved to start walking, but before I could, I felt myself pulled into the embrace of the head counselor, and my face heated up from the possibly the 100th time that day. Ooh. Oh, Jason? Jason! Oh man, I gotta be on high alert for this possibly to cut to a dicking scene. He's gonna be harpooning me. Oh yeah, he's gonna stick me with his machete. Oh yeah, baby. All right. He held the hug for a little while longer, allowing me to snake my arms around his form, too, in a comforting squeeze. I smiled to myself, pulling away and watching his hands wrapped. When Marcus got back, I thought the worst. I was worried about you. I smiled more, and while it might have confused him, I couldn't help it. He was worried about me? My heart skipped a beat. I wanted to make sure the kids would be safe. I'm not... Oh, no, sorry. I wanted to make sure the kids would be safe. I'm not sure if that means that, but at least I have peace of mind that those three aren't some animal's late-night snack. Speaking of, I could really use another s'more. You? The counselor rolled his crystal blue eyes, placing his hand on the small of my back and guiding us out onto the trail where we'd head back to camp. It was better to make sure the kids didn't spread any wild rumors based off mountain lion or harmless bear cat. Oh well, more for me then. Oh, all right, we made it through. That was fun. I'm glad we didn't have to censor any Jason dick. You reckon he's got a 13-incher because it's fucking Friday the 13th inch? I'm just joking. Soft release. Yeah, it was just a demo. So, all right. I don't know if you guys seen, but if you go back to the menu, they got like you can like choose your slasher, but you can choose your person, what you want to be. But you can like, they haven't done these ones yet, but like they got different slashes and stuff that you can
do it with. That's pretty funny. I thought it'd be a good little game to like fuck around with while we're doing the doing our little 69th stream. But yeah, good fun. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was good fun. Did you see my start stream? It was like, oh yeah, baby, sexy streaming. All right, back to this. So, yeah, interesting. Let's close it. So, yes, we'll close that. We'll turn this music back up. Get a little sexy. Ooh, yeah. I have a little candle for you guys, man. I was gonna wear a suit and tie and all that, but I was like, nah, maybe next time. On 169, when we play something else sexy. Erotica. Oh yeah, the sweet sounds of saxophone. I love saxophone. I know Yosh loves saxophone. Did your stream end up getting flagged for playing that song twice? No, it wasn't that song. Fuck, what was it? Trying to think of it now. But it's from Lost Boys anyway. The opening scene. Oiled up. Sexy sax player. SHEXY. I finished my drink. Would you guys like to take this to the bedroom? I feel like I've done my due diligence. I've buttered yous up and I've shot my shot. If you want it, come get some. Just gonna have to fly all the way over to Perth. Should I just wait? Oh no. My head must have got bigger. I got a fat head. I got a fat head, motherfucker. Oh, maybe because I got the menu. Maybe. Oh, well, I'll just have to do it like this, guys. I can't believe my head got fatter. Or maybe the leather shrunk or something. I haven't worn it in a while. Yeah. Sorry, Jason. Not today. Not today, baby. Sorry, my hair's all messy. YouTube epic. What the fuck, guy? Can you send me a link so I don't have to like overload my computer, because it sometimes it fucks out OBS. Okay. You can sit down there, Jason. These guys, nobody's used the old wear a hat fucking channel reward. These guys, you bastards. Oh, that looks weird. Where is it? Oh yeah, it costs 2,000. Okay, I can understand why you guys have to. But I've got a whole repertoire. This is my voodoo hat. Voodoo! Running for my magic. That's always ready to go. So what are you guys doing tonight? Is any of you streaming? Or is there anybody SHEXY streaming that we can go raid? Ugh. Hate it. Takita, all right, let's play this video. Pause. Ads. Just wait for the ads to go. So, did you have a sexy time? Did I sexify the sexy 69th stream? Sexy 69th stream? Sexy 69th stream. That's the sexy 69th stream. Oh, fuck. Tacky. What the fuck? Alright, let's go. Oh! Why, thank you. I'm glad I have that effect on you. That's right. I got a mangina. What was that? If there was a meta of watching 40s. Oh shit. Alright, let's post this up. Alright, 1 second. I'll just open a browser source. Browser source. I have actually seen this before, but I don't know if you guys have, so I forgot it existed. Alright. So I'm just gonna cover myself up. I'm still here. Fucking hell. Shit. Oh, what the fuck? I don't think I've seen this file. Oh shit! I've only ever seen the guy like that guy. I wasn't prepared to take my beanie off. I can't even. I've lost it. It's gone missing somewhere. All right. Well, that was interesting. There goes my chub after all that Jason porn. Fucking hell. All right, cool. Sweet. So, yeah. Awkward. No, just no, that was cool. So, bam, 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 bam. Oh, actually, do you guys want to hear I just demoed a new song today. So this is like world exclusive. You guys can hear it, and then we'll close up the stream. We'll go raid somebody else. It's only a demo, so it's not that good. But you guys get to hear it for the first time. Where is it? Final. What's a human? All right. So it's not fully finalized. So there. Neither. I don't know if that's loud enough, but intelligence and memories of moments are no longer home. A figment flickers past my retinas, logging in the files unknown. These are my brother's CDs as well. A distant echo calling out, I try to follow it. Scattered directions, walk alone until the sorrow hits. A fox that's in my face disintegrates. What do I want? What does it mean? What's it even gotta do? These are songs I do with a guy named Alan Kroll. That's as I'm listening to it, because this is the first time I've listened to the demo. The vocal mix is a bit shit. Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Yeah, he does all the beats and he does the final mixes and all that stuff as well. He's an engineer. He lives in Cairns, which is in Queensland. And then I do the vocals, and then I'll send it to him. Ah, yeah. I'll take that. Depeche Mode. I like it a bit, yeah. There's a lot of angst in the voice for the chorus. It's kind of about being lost. Oh, that should be a lot louder. The harmony. Why have you been feeling so lost, lost, lost? I think I hit a real weird shit note then. Fucking hell. Can't hear myself properly. Oh shit, I haven't even... That's supposed to fade out. See, it's all fucked up. It's all fucked up. Alright, there you go, guys. You, world exclusive! On Twitch, baby! I recently started following a guy in here who does synthwave songs and its various subgenres. Sounded like something he'd play. Oh, okay, cool, sweet. Should tell him to check me out or give me his link and I'll check him out. He might, because I can record at home and then send him shit, so I like working with people. Oh, you like the lyrics of the chorus? Yeah. Yeah, what's a human gonna do? Like, it's like, I don't know. I just liked it. It's just how I felt when I was writing that song, and yeah, it's like kind of that being lost, trying to find your way, keeping hope, but feeling like you're losing hope. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah. So yeah, what a human gotta do? Yeah, but I think that like that pickup on the chorus, like I think it's good. I think people will like it. Well, I hope you guys liked it anyway. Thanks for having a listen. I swear I really appreciate it. Oh, nice. Sweet. No, that's awesome, man. I love people doing music, and I love collaborating with people. And I'm not saying he will, but I do enjoy writing and recording and performing and shit. As you can see. Ah, we got ads. No. Twitch chat. Let me know when you're back, because we are gonna duck out, guys. Thank you so much for coming on down. Hope you had a fun stream. That's what it was all about. I wasn't actually trying to sexify yours or uh fucking what was it? Here we go. One of Zibu's. Oh yeah. This was my intention. Oh yeah, moist. Shit. All right, so it looks like we've got no one really on, so we should. We got Retro, but I rated him yesterday, so I feel like I want to share the love. You guys know anybody that's out there that would be a good raid? Perhaps playing something that you would like, that I would like. So we share the love. We got Subsonics, but he's got 52, and he like does like speed runs. He's a really good channel. I do recommend him. Don't forget to add me on Steam. Oh yeah, for sure, man. I really appreciate it. I playing Zork. We were talking about it last night, and soon I'm going to be playing it. Fucking shitty hair. What the fuck? No one on my list. All right. Look, name a game. Leisure Suit Larry. Because it's streamed on 69. So let's see who's playing Leisure Suit Larry. What part? Pick a number between 1 and 7. 8. Ah, is there? Oh, are you talking about Wet Dreams Don't Dry? Oh, no results found. Oh, nobody's playing Legendary Larry. I know it's a bit risque, isn't it? Oh, actually, Yosh just went live, so let's go, Radio Yosh. There is absolutely no there's no yeah. Well, I'm gonna raid Yosh as well. So I'll see you guys at Yosh's stream. Thank you so much for an awesome stream. Wait, nobody was playing Religious Street Larry, and plus we all love Yosh anyway. So I'll see you guys over there, and thank you so much. Thanks for 69 streams. Woo! Tomorrow's number 70. I'll be getting dressed up some more, and we'll have some fun. That's some fun, baby. Catch you later, dudes. Catch you later, dudes. Yosh. Game. Yeah, there we go. All right. Starting the raid. Shit, I'm crap at this. We're ready to raid in 7. Oh, if you I don't think any of you guys are subscribed, but if you are, we've got a new raid button as well. Raid emoji. All right, so let's go. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, right. Oh, it's all right, guys. Ciao now. See you later.